Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to His Pro Wrestling back in Packlet, South Carolina at the community building, and we've got a big card coming up here for you tonight. I think there's a special announcement coming up later. I've heard rumors of that anyway. And here we got a pretty even Steven opening match with Dirty Joe, John Matthews. A lot happening here coming up around the promotion upcoming. Special appearance from promoter William Rollins. Maybe wanted camera time. Dirty Joe getting bounced around. Help but notice as we are watching our opening matchup here. A sick kick to the back. We have spectators still trying. They're in the ticket line, and so you see them come filing in. It's because 7 p.m. bell time and some are running late. Dirty Joe, I don't know. Seems to have some Samoan or something in him. I don't know. But he keeps those feet very protective. They look like, small amateur wrestling shoes, but I was going to say, I bet he's got them taped up really well too, with all that stuff as far as kicks and stuff like that. Because the last thing you want to do when you're in the ring and he gets you in trouble is you want to step on his foot. I guarantee he'll dance for you. That goes for anybody that tries to get in there barefooted. Oh, Matthews had him in trouble, but Dirty Joe throws him right into that middle rope. Looked like it might have choked him too, the way he landed. Referee better be glad he got out of the doggone way. Look like he's about to get smashed. And it looks like Straight Up Wrestling Podcast crew are headed in. And I'm glad to see them because you guys are running late.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So Christopher Burton, Harry Bernard Taylor, and Miss Jeanette's here with them. And, oh man, look at that! High risk. And I'll tell you right now, oh, lariat, forearm. This crowd exploding. You guys a little bit late, but you ain't missed a whole lot. The 2 fireworks went off in there.
Oh, that's about it?
Oh, okay. Well, Danny, man, it looks like there's fireworks still going off, man. Oh, goodness gracious. John Matthew with a cut off the middle rope, man. Going in for the cutter. Only a 2 count.
Man. Christopher Burton, I don't see how Dirty Joe survived that. That right there wasn't a joke. So, man, I mean, he's got to be hurting right now. His neck got to be hurting. Oh, John Matthews, man, does what he usually do. Come charging at the man. You know he's high energy anyway. So, this is looking pretty good action so far.
Oh, yeah, John Matthews going up top again. And cross body, but he couldn't finish it. Dirty Joe rolls over, goes in for the cover. Only a 2 count. Man, Danny, it looks like those fireworks are still going off in the ring.
Man, I'm going to tell you what, they ain't held nothing back since that bell rang.
Yeah. Well, if John Matthews in, I wouldn't doubt it, man. I wouldn't doubt it at all. Oh, what a spear by Dirty Joe. Only a 2. Good Lord, man. What's it going to take, Danny? What's it going to take for one of these 2 to come out with the win?
I don't know. He's going to have to slow him down enough to where he can't leap and jump and fly around.
Looks like John was going for a sunset flip. Gets the assist with the referee and gets the 3 count.
Oh, my gosh, man. Chris, hey, I don't know what to say, man. I mean, I would call this a fruit roll-up, but, you know, I mean, sometimes things happen. And John Matthews, he did get him a little fruit roll-up on the sunset flip. So we're going to go ahead and look at it and call it what it is, man. A nice fruit roll-up for the win, 1, 2, 3. And John Matthews get the win over Dirty Joe.
With the referee's assistance.
Yes.
This could be, though, complained about, but too late it's over.
Yeah, but either way, the referee counted 1, 2, 3, and that's all that matters. It's all over with, and John Matthews gets the victory.
Of you are just too ignorant to remember anything. Let me introduce myself. I am the Asian sensation Michael King, founder of King Enterprises, manager of Champion. There's no strategy that I can't defeat. There's no move that I can't counter. You've got problems. I've got solutions. So give me a call because I am the ultimate solutions provider. And now, you lucky people finally get to see the pony boy himself, the Rolls Royce of wrestling, Prito Royce!
right, guys, we've got Dagon taking on Pony Boy Brino Royce, along with Chris James Squeaks and Michael King at ringside. So I'm gonna let you guys do a little bit of the talking.
All right, Danny. Well, like you said, we got Brino Royce, Pony Boy, again here against Dagon. And, well, Dagon, nice amateur move there on Pony Boy. And he rolls out to take a quick time out because strategy isn't quite working the way he wants it to there, Harry.
Nah, Dagon threw him pretty far, Chris, after Brino got a nice little fireman's carry there, man, but off the shoulder. But this just the way things go down. And Brino right now, he's offering his hand. But like I said, I don't think Dagon really want to trust this man. I don't know if, no, see, yeah, Dagon's pretty smart there. But hey,
Wow.
Down with his little short spear there.
Man, hey, they letting the fisticuffs fly now, man.
He was telling him he wanted to go amateur wrestling, but when he pushed him in the face with his hand, I think Dagon felt very, very disrespected.
Yeah, I would definitely say he was disrespected because he did want to go amateur wrestling. Dagon didn't trust him, and Brino came out there and pop face. Oh, now this is not a wise move by Dagon. Nice headlock there by Pony Boy and a reverse into a hammerlock by Dagon.
Right.
Brino going into some amateur move there.
He went to the hammerlock, sit out, and floated over.
Well, this is at some point we got to let the fist. Oh, nice shoulder block by Dagon. Nope.
Oh.
Nice hip toss by Dagon. Nice clothesline.
Nice reverse, man. They hit that clothesline. Yes, Christopher Burton, you're right. That was a nice hip toss from Dagon. He reversed it. Brino thought he had him there for a while. One thing I will say about Brino Royce, look like the man's been working on his body, Christopher Burton. He looks a lot better, man, than from last time we saw him. He looks like he's in better shape.
Yeah, he looks like he's in better shape. He's been doing some a lot more amateur training, I can tell, from his techniques that he's doing and everything.
Yes.
And Brino's out there with King Enterprises trying to figure something out now, how we can, get this strategy working, because right now, I think Dagon's getting the best of him. Right now, Dagon's got him in a side headlock here, right in the middle of the ring. And Brino, good reversal into a side headlock. Now into a side headlock takedown.
I tell you what, so far this has been pretty good. If I was Dagon, I'd be thinking about King Enterprises. Got the whole crew out here except for AJ Frost. I'm like, what in the world's going on here, Mr. Christopher Burton? Why do all three of them have to be out here? Should just be the manager.
I wouldn't even worry about them right now, unless they actually put their nose in my business. I would keep my eye on Pony Boy, because that's who I'm paid to fight. I don't care about these other jokers out here right now. Now, if they want to come in and mess with me, then I'll deal with them accordingly if I was Dagon. But right now, I wouldn't care.
I'll tell you what, man.
Oh, man, nice surfboard into a side headlock there by Pony Boy. And this is some good amateur wrestling so far, Harry.
Oh, man, I mean, they keeping it clean for the most part. I mean, it was a slap earlier. A little bit of not trusting earlier. Oh, a nice little takedown from Brino.
Roll up and goes into the 2 count.
But yes, this is scientific, man. So this right here is going into basically amateur rules, a little Greco-Roman wrestling. So they're doing a job, man, that a lot of people at a show like this will appreciate. So, hey, right now we don't have any brutality going on. So we're just gonna have to see how this thing plays out, Christopher Burton.
Oh, Oh, well, that's some brutality for you. I knew it was going to happen sooner or later. You ain't going to be doing no amateur wrestling all this long without some fist flying or something, Danny. Something was going to happen, and there was a foot to the face.
You know, I would say, people say it's legal to kick with the flat of the foot. But unless you're a drop kick, super kick, or a mule kick, you kick me, I'm going to come back fighting.
Well, there you have it.
I mean, what would you think? I mean, this ain't kickboxing.
True.
Nice elbow.
We see it all the time, though.
Yes, we do. Dagon trying to get a little offense, and Brino with a nice European uppercut comes out with a nice chop there.
Yeah.
And he's walking around like he's the cock of the walk, man, like he's the best thing in the business today, hey?
Well, you know what? I mean, he has the attitude, and I mean, he displays it in and out of the ring, Christopher Burton. You know, so, man. Oh, nice chop. Laid it flat down and got a little bit of the inside of his palm there, Chris, with this slap. So Brino reverses it, gets the shoulder into the midsection. Oh, Brino's working a little bit of that Muay Thai, a little bit of MMA things that he's missing.
Oh, nice drop kick by Dagon in the corner to Brino. Oh, nice cannonball.
Yeah.
Dagon's getting some offense going here. Oh, and pulls him out the corner the hard way, goes in for the cover. Only a 2 count.
He's got him in a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah, and Chris James, it looks like he's trying to be a little distraction out here with Dagon's mask on, trying to distract him.
Yeah.
Trying to play some mind games here, looks like.
I don't know what to say. I'm trying to be cool and keeping it very nice so you can just pretty well talk a lot to Harry tonight.
Well, hey, bro, Brino's
Not under any other circumstance, but you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah. Nice gut wrench suplex there. Brino showing some power here and showing a little bit more. Wow, that's 2 of them. Goes in for the cover. Only a 2 there.
Yeah.
Showing off some power in those 2 gut wrench suplexes.
Hey, no doubt. He held the man up, and I mean, you know, Dagon is not a small guy. I mean, he packed some pounds in those muscles, Christopher Burton. So, man, I mean, Brino, he's impressive tonight, but Dagon is pretty impressive too. And like I said, man, Dagon, they trying to get his attention by wearing his mask and all that. But Dagon seems like he's focused. But right now he needs a little help in there, Chris. He needs a little help. He needs to get back focused. Right there, got a good kick to the midsection, forearm to the back. And nice uppercut by Dagon.
Yeah, Dagon's trying to get some offense going here. A nice clubbing forearm to the chest.
You guys know what a baseball slide drop kick is, right?
Oh, yes.
Well, if I got James continuously walking around with my mask on, giving me a hard time, I'm going to slide in there and pop him with it. See where that mask winds up in the crowd or something.
Well, he must have heard you, Danny, because he sure did take it off in a hurry.
Yep.
And Dagon with a nice German.
Oh, yeah.
And he holds on to it. Looks like he's going for another one.
Yeah.
No. Rolls him over. And into a deadlift, into another German. Wow, Dagon's showing some power.
You're looking at right now a little bit Greco-Roman wrestling. The gut-wrench suplex, popularized by Brad Reagan's Iron Sheik. And that back suplex, you drop him on its head, lights out.
Yeah, you are right, Danny. That's happened to me a couple of times, and I woke up, and it was a couple of weeks later, man, or at least it felt like it. I thought we were going for a backslide. Not quite. And Pony Boy wants to get on the outside and think about this thing again. He's definitely Michael King's up there trying to talk some strategy to Pony Boy and Dagon is chasing him, but he's got blocked off there by the troops.
Yes, man. I mean, so this is what's happening. I mean, smart move by Brino, getting out, walking around with his manager, but it's not just his manager. It's walking around with his other crew. So, but hey, look like Dagon's finally got him. And who knows what's gonna happen here. I don't know if that little reprieve helped, well, look, I guess it helped Brino get a little more energy. Oh, wow.
Go to sleep.
Yeah, GTS. And that's it. Well, there you go. A nice GTS to the jaw. And Brino Royce is your winner.
Hey, what can we say? Brino Royce is the winner. He got a little interference there, but you know they didn't do anything to hurt Dagon. It's just Dagon should have stayed in the match, man. Should have just stayed in the ring. Let Brino do what he does, and he probably wouldn't be in the position that he's in right now. So congratulations to Brino Royce and King Enterprises on this win. But hey, Dagon will be back. He will be back. This is a setback, but a setback is only a setup for a comeback.
This is true. This is true.
Let's take a timeout. I mean, I don't like to see where this is going. I hope it doesn't continue this way.
Brian.
All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen, and right now you see in the ring, Real Deal Brian Bullock going up against Chris Thunder Anderson, and these two are some wily veterans, man, and Brian's been in business for a while, and Chris has been in the business well over 20 plus years, and Danny, you've seen them both basically come up through the ranks.
You ever seen that old Dodge Ram commercial where the Ram be trying to hit the truck to see who's gonna win, the truck or the Ram?
Yeah.
That's what this reminds me of. They're just gonna keep going till one of them goes out, you know.
Well, if that's the case, we might have a double count out, Danny.
Yeah, Luke said which one the truck and which one the Ram, Danny.
Either one.
But I know one thing, either way, this is going to be a hard-hitting match, man, because right now Chris got him in Brian had him in Chris in a wrist lock, and Chris gets to the rope to break it. But after a while, all these pleasantries and nice wrestling moves are going to stop, and we're going to get down to business here pretty soon, Danny.
I'll give it a matter of minutes.
Well, there you go. It wasn't even that long. Straight right hand by Chris Thunder Anderson. And good thing Brian Bullock ain't got no teeth in his head because they would have been knocked out after that one.
He got a few.
Well, they got to be knocked loose right about now, I'm sure.
I don't know. He got some sort of problem up in that way area because he spent an awful lot of time chewing. You ever seen him?
Yeah, I don't know what he be chewing on, but hey. Hopefully, this is not, oh my gosh. Man. Now that's one thing I will say about Chris Thunder Anderson. He will work an arm, man. He'll definitely try to break it, Danny.
Yeah.
And Brian Bullock's trying to fight back the best he can. Ooh, a nice eye rig there.
I tell you what, that'll slow you down, Christopher Burton. I mean, you get a load of that. I mean, man can't see it, man can't fight, man. He can't do anything.
Oh man, nice elbow. Chris goes in for the cover. Only a 2 count.
Well, you take away his arms and legs too. I mean, how's he gonna kick you standing on one leg? Same way bunching. I mean, the head's a dangerous point of attack. I mean, you know, there's all kinds of things you can do.
Yeah, and as we know, we've seen Chris Thunder Anderson wrestle before. He works the arm, man. He will break you down till you basically just have to cut your arm off and put it in your back pocket because it's going to be useless.
He likes to get you in a move where you're in a top wrist lock and you're on the mat. And then rear back and stomp it. And it can about break your wrist.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, Bullet misses a clothesline. Well, Thunder Anderson didn't miss his. And Bullet is looking worse for wear right now, Harry.
Hey, you get hit by Chris Thunder Anderson, you'll be looking worse for wear too, Christopher Burton. I mean, that's a big man hitting you, and I don't care. I mean, he barely can hit you with a forearm or barely hit you with a clothesline. Doesn't matter how short it is, he can just get 40% of it, and you're gonna be feeling it. You're gonna be worked over. He's gonna knock the air out of him.
Man, Brian Bullet needs to get some kind of offense going here because he's just looking real bad. He's got his foot on the rope, so Chris needs to break this hold.
Yeah, I mean, Chris don't care. Chris don't care, even though the referee was telling him to break it. Chris is laying some knees into that right there, man, into that bicep.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and Brian Bullet is not a small guy himself either.
No.
So, I mean, this is very impressive what Chris Thunder Anderson, how he's breaking this man down. I mean, very impressive.
Wait a minute now. Wait a minute now.
I have to say that's just experience, Chris. That's experience. The man is using what's available to him, and so.
But you got to do it within the confines of the rules now. Wait a minute.
I don't see anything, man.
Oh,
There's no rule book in front of me.
Oh my God! Hey, let me talk. Danny Perry, what do you have to say about this?
He's using the ropes and it's cheating. It's plain as day.
Thank you. I don't. Harry is supposed to be biased over here, man. Need to go back to lens crafters.
Yeah, unbiased, you mean?
The way I see it, he was just resting his legs. He's resting his legs. He's stretching out his legs. He's getting a little stretch on. I mean, that's just the way it happens sometimes.
You supposed to stretch before the match, not during the match. For goodness gracious.
How do we know, man? I mean, he had a long ride. I mean, Luke can tell me. He can confirm that they had a long ride and the man didn't really get the time to stretch, so he had to stretch right there. So that's the way it happens sometimes, Chris Burke.
Oh my gosh! Have you ever heard such poppycock, Danny?
Yeah, sometimes I heard it from you.
No, wait a minute now. Not me. I'm Danny. Now you know me. I'm an honest engine, Danny. I'm an honest engine now.
Most of the time.
Well, Brian Bullet is trying to get some offense going. Oh, well, there you go. There's your headbutt, Danny.
Man, that ain't too good to be trying that.
Man, I've seen car wrecks that look prettier than that.
Like two pit bulls in there fighting.
Man, well, who's going to beat the count? Who's going to get up first? Because Brian Bullet's taking a beating in this match. And Chris Thunder Anderson is, he's taking a couple of beatings too from Brian Bullet.
Hey, like I said, Brian Bullet is not a small man either, so Brian Bullet was definitely going to be.
Wait a minute. What? No, wait a minute now.
I don't know if this is a good idea to go in there.
Now, Danny, what?
Uh-oh, what's going on?
What in the world?
Oh, come on. Oldest trick in the book.
Wait a minute. Are you kidding me? Wow.
No.
Wow. The oldest trick.
You talk about cheating. Brian Bullet just pulled a cheat. Hey, he pulled that. He pulled the okey doke, man. He pulled the okey doke, the hunky dory, the no-go, the flippity floppity. He pulled it all tonight, Christopher Burton. That right there, that man is a cheat. I've never seen such a cheater as this doggone Brian Bullet. This guy's awful. Brian Bullet should be taken outside. He should be taken to the woodshed for this, Christopher Burton. I do not like people doing this, and I can say I'm going to get involved in this. I'm going to talk to the commissioner. I'm going to talk to the promoter. I'm going to talk to the referee. I'm going to talk to the ring announcer. I'm going to talk to you about it, Christopher Burton. I don't like what I just saw. That man right there is a cheater. He doggone just... Chris Thunder Anderson didn't cheat the whole match.
Man.
Tell him he might well save his breath.
Well, Harry, unfortunately, you can talk to whoever you want to. You can write doggone Joe Biden if all I care. But the referee has counted the match 1, 2, 3. Brian Bullet is the winner.
What in the world?
He got hoodwinked.
Man.
I tell you what, Christopher Burton, I'm gonna have a talk with that referee. That was no chair hit. He didn't see him hit it with a chair. All he did was turn around and he looked at it with the chair. He didn't see no chair. Yes, that guy right there is the biggest cheater I ever seen. And Brian Bullitt will get a special on the Straight Up Wrestling Show. We will talk to Brian Bullitt. I want to talk to that man. I want to talk to that man on the Straight Up Wrestling Show. We're gonna discuss this. This man cheated. He cheated. He's nothing but a cheater.
Well, Danny, we've got Harry Bernard Taylor's thoughts on it.
Harry done spoke his mind.
Yeah, and then some. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after these messages. All right, and we're back, and we have Rob Killjoy versus Elijah Proctor. Now, these two are definitely not no strangers. We have seen these guys go at it a million times, and every time it just gets better and better.
Hey, man, this right here, it's the main event anywhere in the Carolinas, Georgia. Definitely should be a good match. Looking forward to it as soon as they lock up. So I'm ready for it, Mr. Christopher Burton. I'm excited. What about you?
Oh, yeah, I'm excited because this is going to be high flying, and I promise you, it's not going to be a lot of, quote-unquote, too much technical wrestling. But I promise you, bodies are going to be flying everywhere, man. They're going to be just jumping all over the place like a frog in a pot. And we're going to see what's going to happen here.
Yep.
Hip toss block. Another hip toss block.
What do you know about Frogmore Stew?
Well, I don't, but I've heard from a few people it's pretty good.
Frog in a pot? Come on now. Yeah. That's Frogmore Stew.
I don't know a lot of
Well, Rob Killjoy up there yanking on the ear of Elijah Proctor, and I don't think that's in the rule book. Yeah.
Hey, Elijah Proctor, he's pretty much bugging on the little quack thing. So he's pretty much putting it out there that, hey, I don't like what you do, and it's a joke what you're doing. Oh, nice chop by Rob Killjoy.
And another one was meant to the ropes. Big shoulder block by Elijah Proctor, and a kip up by Rob Killjoy.
I tell you what, Christopher Burton, these guys are pulling each other's hair, man. They don't care. I mean, so, man, Katrina's pretty much letting them wrestle. I like this. Referee Katrina, she's letting them wrestle.
And here we go with the,
Lucha style arm drag.
Yeah. And like I said, these goes to a roll up.
Oh. Almost hit Katrina.
Another arm drag here.
Who? I don't know if I have fight on. That's it.
Back to a whoa. Look at
Oh, wow, Rob Killjoy just bouncing all over the place. And I told you, man, these two will not stay on the ground long. Nice drop kick by Killjoy. Nice kip up. Man, like I said, these two will not stay on the ground. Will not stay on the ground long.
no, absolutely no way.
Oh, nice chop. Another chop, man. Woo.
He pretty much measured that one out, Christopher Burton. And I mean, he put everything into it. That was a nice, it looked like he put his whole body into it. The way he turned and twist with those hips.
Nice reversal in between the legs. Killjoy comes off the ropes.
Yeah.
Lodge off the ropes. Short hand Rana. Nice drop kick by Killjoy. But he didn't capitalize though. He needs to try to capitalize. Now he goes in for the cover. Only a 2.
Man, been very close.
And so far, I'm telling you, man, the action, Danny, what we've seen so far between these two, it's just going to be more high flying.
Yeah.
And these chops that Killjoy are landing in the Proctor are something serious, man. Proctor puts on the brakes. Looks like he was going for a pedigree or something. Gave him the reverse. Oh, and whips Killjoy into the second turnbuckle.
Yeah, and like I say, they've been flying around all over the place.
Oh, man, double wing backbreaker there. Goes in for the cover. Proctor, he only gets a 2. And Proctor putting the foot in the throat of Killjoy. Now he's stomping him.
Gonna get you another.
Pulls him out of the rope. Oh, man, nice senton.
They've always been known to have
Only a 2 again.
super long matches. So, wait and see.
Yeah, I just don't know how long they can keep this going because, man, this is, woo. At this pace, man, I don't know if they're going to last, Danny.
I don't know. Well, I mean, they've only been going 5 minutes. It feels like a whole lot longer than that.
Oh my goodness, man.
Nice clothesline by Elijah Proctor. Comes through the ropes with a senton, nice, and goes in for the cover. Only a 2 again.
Hey man, Killjoy, it's gonna take more than a little senton to take a Killjoy down. I mean, Killjoy's got too much experience. And right now, man, we have Proctor has a little chin lock here, knee in the back. So definitely taking a lot out of Killjoy. Maybe this will slow down the pace a little bit in this match, Christopher Burton.
Maybe, but we're gonna see.
Only temporarily.
Oh, wow. Elijah pulled the hair and puts Killjoy back down on the mat. Oh, went for a senton one too many times and nobody's home. Now, could this be the opening that Killjoy needs?
Oh, wow.
Nice elbow.
Nice knee to the midsection. Oh, nice knee lift right there, Christopher Burton.
Yeah, Elijah Proctor is definitely slowing this thing down. Nice short clothesline. Remnants of Jake the Snake Roberts. Oh, and there we go. Nice DDT. Goes in for the cover. And only a 2.
Yeah, that DDT, man, that was definitely the version of Jake the Snake Roberts. That wasn't no Mr. Wrestling 2. And I'll tell you what, Elijah Proctor, he hit it nicely, Chris.
Yeah, he did, but it wasn't enough because he only got a 2 count out of it. Yeah. Danny, what more is he going to have to pull out of his tool case to beat Killjoy and keep him down?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
Elijah Proctor up here playing to the crowd here. Oh, stepping on the hand of Killjoy. Oh, nice jawbreaker by Killjoy. But Proctor still is coming. Nice chop. Nice stiff chop. Nice forearm smash. Killjoy is up here trying to make a comeback and gets reversed. Oh, basement drop kick to the back of the head. Goodness.
Man, the damage is done on these two. It's 8 minutes and they ain't holding back with nothing.
Well, both men are down. Who's gonna beat the count? I mean, this has just been nonstop.
Man, this is some great action, Chris. I mean, and this is what the fans come out to see at his wrestling show. When you see action like this is what's gonna make you come back. And man, right now, Killjoy was laying in some shots. Man, oh wow, that was
nice flying forearm there by Killjoy.
So I mean, wow. What can you really say about this, Christopher Burton? And like I say, man, I definitely like that Katrina is letting these two go at it, and she's pretty much not trying to slow down the pace. These guys, it's not too much. They're trying to slow each other down.
Oh my goodness!
Moonsault.
Nice moonsault, goes in for only a 2 count.
And still didn't have enough, man. Still didn't have enough. Proctor had enough to kick out of it.
Wow, I don't know what's gonna take to just put these two down.
He didn't see that coming.
No, he didn't, and Killjoy's got him up in a fireman carry, and Proctor throws him into the bottom turnbuckle. And Proctor comes out. Oh, cannonball. Nice cannonball there. And here we go, Danny. This is what I was talking about, that high rent district. Oh, Swanton goes in for the cover. Only a 2.
He hit it.
Yeah, he hit it completely and only got a 2 count. Man, this is what I'm talking about. This is, oh man. Blue Thunder Bomb. And only a 2 still. Danny, I wouldn't even know what to say.
Luke said it's copyrighted. Okay. Oh, wow.
Wait a minute. This doesn't look good.
Oh, my God.
Oh, pulls him off the top rope by the hair. Oh, Death Valley driver by Killjoy. This may be it.
Right there.
Oh, only a 2. My God, dang.
We thought so.
Yeah, we thought that was it, but we were definitely wrong. Whew, I don't know about y'all. This is wearing me out, man. Just watching the action.
Man, this is great action, Chris. I mean, like I said, I really don't want to get too busy into it, man, and pump it up even faster than what it usually is. You know, usually I like to speak fast and all that, but no, man, right? Like you said, this is wearing me out, and it's gonna wear my voice out, man, if I try to keep up with this.
This does not look good. Oh, Killjoy was going for a double stomp off the top rope. Oh,
Nice, man.
nice back fist.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what he's going for there, but Killjoy flipped out of it. Oh, nice neck breaker. Going in for the cover. And 3, that was it. Holy cow. Rob Killjoy gets the 3 count.
Amazing.
Wow, what a match, man. What a match.
Trucky driver always wins.
And
That's what I had.
man, yeah, it was a good match, and Rob Killjoy comes away with the win. And Danny, your final thoughts on this one?
I couldn't do the stuff he was doing if I was 10 years old, much less 20.
Well, hey, there you go. That's why we're commentating and they're in the ring, right?
Pure athleticism.
Pure athleticism at its best. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, your winner, Rob Killjoy, and we'll be right back after these messages.
Yeah, Luke wanted to give him 445.
All right, this is going to be interesting as Big Nasty will take on Jackson Sane. And
Yeah, Danny, this ought to be a good one, man. You got a crazy man and a crazy man from the mountains. Who you going for?
I believe the man from the mountains wears a mask because he got stealing in the corn patch. Yeah.
Oh, man, the round circle.
Do-si-do.
Yeah. I don't know what.
But yeah, he's either been stealing watermelons or cornbread or corn or something. He's been in somebody's farm.
Somebody's
That-
and Jackson Sane up there trying
needs,
to punch him in the gut, and that ain't working.
he needs to be in a farm. Funny farm. Not the kind where you laugh either. It's to
No.
get help.
And man, Jackson Saint is looking a little worse for wear from Big Nasty, punching in the corner. Oh man, what a big splash.
Side suplex.
Only a 2 count.
Crowd like these guys, they do, but I think they rightly don't know who to cheer for.
Yeah.
And Jackson Saint has brought this lady out at ringside, look like Walking Dead, and
yeah, and then like I said, you got the crazy man from the Zane Asylum, and you got the crazy man from the mountains.
yeah, he run off on a stolen mule.
Which one?
I don't know.
Do you think they rode together?
I don't know. He's probably chasing him down the mountain trying to get his mule back.
Man. And this Jackson Saint. Oh wow. We've seen him before, Danny, and he getting uglier and uglier every time I see him.
He's deranged.
That's a very nice way to put it for, being on air and everything. That's a very nice way to put it, Danny.
I'm kind of almost deformed. I mean, I don't know.
I've never seen nothing like it. Me personally, I say he needs to put that mask back on.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
But I know one thing though, he is one heck of a competitor, man, and he will fight. He will fight, man. That's giving some headbutts to our buddy B&B there, man. And, oh goodness, a big knee lift to the chest.
Man, that was, I don't know, man, that was high for a knee lift. That was like in the chest. So I don't know, man. That's pretty high. That's pretty high.
Yeah, it was, man. But Jack's up here. Wait a minute. Now, what did you just see that woman?
Zombie lady at ringside.
Yeah, came out with Jackson Saint up there choking on Big Nasty. I mean,
can you imagine
holding up and waking up to that every day?
walking into a haunted house around October where they charge admission for people to stand around with chainsaws and see her and him in there together? What would you do?
I believe we at the wrong house. Oh man.
I'm going out the front door, the side door, or make me a window.
There you go. And Jack's going in for the cover and only a 2 count on the lateral press.
Okay.
But yeah, Danny, I don't think you got to go to a house in October to see that. I think that's what the house looks like all year round.
I don't know.
You want to go find out?
No. I think that'd be something like a cross between Poltergeist, The Exorcist, and the Addams Family.
Wow. That's a heck of a combination, man. Well, wait a minute. Now, this is unusual for Jax. Jax does not go up top. Oh, my goodness. Came up with that headbutt and missed.
And now we know why.
Nasty with a nice clothesline trying to come back here. Oh, big elbow. Man. Got him in a full Nelson. Almost until it looked like a slop drop. Goes in for the cover.
Whoa.
Wait a minute. It was almost a 3 count, but
it wasn't.
That woman pulling the referee's leg. Somebody needs to do something about this woman now. So, Danny, who is this woman?
Yeah, we're going next.
I've never seen her before. Who is she?
I don't know. I didn't get a name.
I know one thing. Big Nasty needs to turn around and look. Oh my goodness, look at him jump. Jackson jumped on his back like a spider monkey. And he threw him off like a flea.
Okay.
Well.
Okay. Cool.
Wow. Slop drop.
This thing. Yes, it was.
And a 3 count.
That'll do it. 3 more to go, and we'll be right back. All right, I think it's a triple threat. Cooper the House Housley, current U.S. champion. Luka Daniels, Joey Reimer. I think this is not elimination. I think it's one fall, guys.
Yeah, one fall for the United States Heavyweight Championship. So this ought to be a good one, man. And Cooper Housley is taking his little step out of the ring, and he's taking his little time outside the ring while we got some action going on with Luka Daniels and Joey Reimer. And like I said, the champ Cooper, he is just outside taking a sweet little time, but he needs to get in there because Danny, if one of those get the win, he loses his title. So he better not lollygag too long. And we got a good technical wrestling match, like I said, right now in the ring with Luka Daniels and Joey Reimer. Oh, big shoulder block by Reimer. Leapfrog. Duck under. Whoa. Oh, big power slam. Only a 2 there. And Housley looked like he was going to come in and break it up, but he's still, oh man, still taking his time there. Nice reversal by Luka Daniels. Wow, good sling blade. And another one. Man, good running forearm. And another one. Oh man, nice neck breaker. Here comes Housley. Oh, big clothesline. Oh, Housley. Danny, he picked his spot, and it looked like he picked it pretty well.
He had a little bit of a discus throw in there too.
And Joey Reimer's going to the high rent district and gets caught. That was not a smart move. And gets caught into a a body slam. And Luka tries to get him. And this is, and slams him down on Joey Reimer, man. This is, wow. Well, we definitely know who's the stronger out of the 3 in there, Danny.
Might get ready to turn into a handicap match. You watch and see.
It might be turned into a handicap match because House is
he keeps bouncing these guys around. It's gonna backfire.
Oh yeah. Oh man, big senton there on Luka Daniels by Housley. Only a 2. And Joey is still outside the ring, and Luka's looking a little worse for wear. Oh my goodness.
Cooper wanted to throw out some rules too. You notice that? He's wanting to cheat.
Yeah, and he sees Joey Reimer coming in, and he's goodness gracious, man. Harry, what do you think about this so far? This Housley, man, he is just having his way right now.
He's throwing his weight around, Christopher Burton. I mean, and man, the man has some powerful moves. He come in and nice senton right there. He come in and he hit first thing that he threw a nice.
Another good cannonball.
Nice.
Discus clothesline.
Yeah, discus clothesline, man. And,
Harry, I'm gonna bring up something. If he goes for the cannonball again, if you can get out of the way, where does Cooper Housley wind up? In the tree of woe. You ever thought of that? I mean,
yeah, you are right. If he did go for another cannonball and miss, he would end up in a tree of woe. And
upside down in a mess.
Yeah, and that would be a great opening for one of these two competitors, either Luka or Joey.
I tell you, man, Chris, I can't. I'm just stunned. I'm at a loss for words. I mean, this big man, powerful man, is dominating this match, shocking me to tell you the truth. Even though he did get a little rest to start the match off.
Only a 2 count there.
But yeah, he came in, and I mean, he has really set the tone, and he has established himself dominant force in this match. And Luka and Joey, they're gonna have to work together, man, to take this big man down. But Luka's looking real good right now. Luka's looking real good. Got him in the midsection. Shoulder blocks into the midsection. Boom! So a good double up.
Big splash.
Yeah.
Going, one too many. One too many. And Joey goes in for the cover. Only gets a 2. Oh, man, solid form by the champ.
Man, I don't know if I ever seen Housley this vicious, Chris. I mean, he's usually a pretty nice guy, man, sometimes. Even though he's a heel.
You got to think the title is on the line, man. The
That's
U.S.
true.
title is on the line.
Yes.
So I would think to say, I would be pretty mean, too, if I want to keep my title.
There's no doubt about that. And, I mean, he's showing him he's boss. He's the boss of the ring.
Oh, wow.
And, man, I mean, Valsay might be going for some pins just like he's doing right now.
Gets the rope. Luka gets the rope to break the count. Danny, what are your thoughts on Housley? It just basically running roughshod through this right now.
He had a great-looking double underhook suplex. My thinking is this: you're not going to overpower him. You might can outsmart him, and you might can out-wrestle him.
Oh, my goodness. Neck breaker and then into a DDT. And, man, only a 1 count. And Reimer is telling Luka, hey, we're going to have to work together to get this big guy worn out. And then we can do what we got to do.
It's possible.
Oh, no. Are you serious? They're not going to try to suplex this man out the... They're not going to suplex this man. They can't get him up. They can't get the big man up. They can't get him up. Oh, my goodness. Double suplex by Housley.
Yeah, he reversed.
Wow.
Reversed it. They was trying to double suplex him, but Housley turned it around, and he suplexed Luka and Joey. Wow.
Big boot. Reimer tries to roll out the ring, and Luka breaks it up. Man, this is Daniels trying to pick him up. He can't pick the big man up.
Oh, wow.
He can't get him up, man, and that wow. Housley is in rare form. I've never seen him like this before.
I haven't either.
Oh, Luka comes off with a clothesline, no effect. Forearm, no effect. Oh, drop kick gets him in the corner, but the big man's still on his feet, and he gets him up. Oh, rolling thunder! Holy cow, man!
He's lucky he hit that.
Big splash. Reimer. Oh, a power driver.
Whoa.
And Reimer says that's it. What? Reimer's out of the ring. Housley's for the cover. And he gets the win and keeps the title.
Man.
Wow, that was very impressive. That was very impressive.
Yes, it was a very impressive match, man. Cooper Housley, I mean, House Housley, whatever he wants to go by tonight, he deserves it. I mean, he dominated the match, and he definitely took advantage of that power driver that Joey Reimer gave Luka Daniels. Very impressive power driver. I mean, he really drove that on Luka Daniels, and Housley took advantage of him. Smart champion, and man, he started out, and he made sure that he started out and didn't get inside the match and drain his energy. And the man walking out with his title. So, hey.
Yeah, what more can you say? The man came in, defended his title, beat two worthy competitors.
Yes, he did.
And wow, I mean, wow, Danny.
The question is this: what would happen if Joey hit Cooper with the pile driver.
Well, I think if that was the case, if he would have hit Cooper with a pile driver, I think Luca could have been the new champion.
We didn't see it, but we'll never know.
Exactly. That's one of the great mysteries. But, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after these messages.
All right, here we go, guys. Match number 7. Jackson Cage and Squeaks the Clown.
Yeah, this is Danny. You're a wrestling historian, Danny. This is a very classic, typical David versus Goliath kind of deal, and Jax is basically he's doing a hidden move. He's trying to work the midsection, which obviously isn't working, but he's trying, and he knows if he gets caught in the clutches of Squeaks, he's gonna be in a bad way.
Oh yeah.
He's got a hidden move. He's got a hidden move.
Hey, yes, he's hitting and moving. Chris, I think Jackson Cage, I think this man had a little bit of boxing background, or he wants to be a boxer, but, I mean, he's leaving himself wide open, to tell you the truth, Chris. Squeaks not taking advantage of it yet, but Squeaks is probably just seeing what the man has, wearing him out, doing a little bit of rope-a-dope right now. That's rope-a-dope.
And looks like Cage just wants to go up top. Cage looks like he's going up top. Oh, nice crossbody. Only a 2 count. Hey, this Jackson Cage is looking pretty good so far against Squeaks, Danny.
That stunned him.
Yeah, Squeaks was definitely not expecting that, and he had to roll out for a minute and talk to his buddies and try to come up with another strategy.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, he's out there right now. Just got waved off by the towel, man. So, some little things that we used to do back in church, Chris. But, going out and getting a little strategy from the Asian sensation and seeing what he can do to turn this thing around. Because Jackson Cage got his number, man.
Yeah, it's he's definitely got him a little shook there, and Squeaks is like, wasn't expecting all this, Danny.
He's caught him off guard.
Yeah, he caught him off guard, but like we said before, and once again, he's sticking and moving, going to the midsection. Sticking and moving. Uh-oh. Now this is that's what he didn't want right there. That's what he did not want, to get caught by the big man. And that could be a world of trouble opening up for Jackson Cage.
Yeah, he just got manhandled. Thrown again.
Yeah, now this match is starting to work in Squeaks' favor. It's starting to slow down. He's using his power, and he's got his hands on Jackson Cage, and I don't know if Jackson has ever felt this kind of power before.
Man, look, like we said before, Chris, the man was using the rope-a-dope, so he still has his power. So Squeaks didn't get tired at all. And Jackson Cage, he was laying in some shots, but they wasn't too powerful. They wasn't powerful enough to take the big man down. And like we said, Squeaks looked like he done lost a little bit of weight. Looked like the man's been in the gym a little bit. And man, I mean,
and Michael King is being very nice, assisting the man back in the ring. I mean, helping him out because. Oh man!
Nice elbow shot, man. Did a little 360 right there, Chris. Turned around.
Going in for the cover, only a 2 count though.
Very arrogant cover right there.
Yes, very arrogant.
King is trying to help him back in the ring. Yeah, King did that so he didn't get caught interfering.
Well, I mean, hey, Danny, you say tomato, I say potato. Hey. But there's been no rules broken, and right now Jackson, what he needs to do is try to find a second gear because he's hurting, man. He's hurting, and he looks like goodness, what a forearm shot to the back. Jackson Cage looks like he's running out of gas, Danny.
Oh yeah.
And And I don't know how much more Jackson Cage can take. Oh, my goodness. What a clothesline, man. That's.
I tell you what, man, Jackson Cage, he need to get back up, get back into this match, and he likes using his punches. But a man that size, you need to hit this man. You need to hit him with rib shots, and then when this man goes down air, then you hit him with a few uppercuts. That's the only way Jackson Cage is going to get back into this match. Oh, nice.
Nice drop kick to the knee.
Yeah.
Nice enziguri. He's got the big man down. He goes in for the cover. Only a 2 count. It's going to take a lot more than that.
Squeaks has a bad knee.
Give him a little bit of strategy here and tell him what he needs to do.
Well, Danny says Squeaks has a bad knee, and well, it doesn't look like it's hindering him right now, but it looks like Jackson Cage at this rate has a bad everything.
Yes, he does, man, I tell you. Oh, wow, that is a nice left hand thunder shot right upside his forehead.
He's gonna feel that.
So,
morning.
wow. I mean, the guy looks great, man. Squeaks is looking good. And I mean, and Cage is giving everything he has, man, but it's not enough. And he's pretty much he's taking a beating. He's getting beat down in this match.
Yeah,
Chris.
he is.
Oh, man.
Man, I tell you, that left hand, man, Danny, if Jackson Cage was cross-eyed, that definitely straightened him out.
Yep, Harry, if you don't mind, the young man next to you is Luke Childress.
Yes.
And I hear him talking a lot during the show, but he's making a lot of sense. We don't pick up anything. He's got to say, let Luke talk a little bit.
All right. Well, good power slam.
Talk a little bit, man. Come on. No. Come on, Luke. You're being hurt, but you're gonna talk with us, okay?
That's right, Luke. Don't be surprised.
But yeah, but man, Luke is making a lot of sense. This is a young man. He's actually done got into the boxing game. That's my thing. And Luke is making a lot of sense. And Luke and I have picked up on the boxing strategy of Jackson Cage. But Jackson Cage is not doing the right things. Luke and I can get in there. We can tell him a few things to do, but he needs that doggone 3-minute, he needs that little 30-minute break, you know, the timeout, the seconds out. But he's not going to get that. But he just got a nice jawbreaker. Luke, what you think about what's going on in this
He
action?
needs to take out his knees and just fire them body shots hard.
Yes, he
Go
does.
to the head,
Oh,
everything.
wow. But
Chop down the big man.
yes, right now, man, he just get. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I didn't know.
Well, he can't chop down the big man now.
Yeah, the match is over. But it was a great match, man. And we enjoyed seeing the boxing. We enjoyed seeing.
Rope-a-dope,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
The rope.
Yes. And I tell you what, man, Squeaks must be. He
got that boxing mind.
Yeah, he has a boxing mind. He must be a fan of Muhammad Ali, and he saw the match with Muhammad Ali and George Foreman. He saw the rope-a-dope. He knew what to do, so he just relaxed, and he just decided to take him and just toss him by the head across the ring a few times.
Yes, sir.
Yes, and plus I admire his left hand. He has a good left solid punch. I'm about to talk to him about a little boxing. Maybe he
Slap
should
some
go
wraps
into
and
it.
gloves on him and shove him in the ring.
Hey, no doubt about it. So, because this man definitely knows what he's doing. Oh, what in the world's going on? Oh no!
Man, wait a minute. Now, what's that actually called for? I mean, come on. Jackson Cage was already beat, and Pony Boy comes in there with a gut wrench suplex. Now, Danny, what was the point of all that?
Should have been an automatic disqualification.
That was not called for. The man was already beat, and then Marino Royce comes in here and gives him a gut wrench for what reason? That was uncalled for.
That was called on.
That was uncalled for, and the thing about it is this. Brino must be unsatisfied with the match that he had. It didn't come out the way he wanted it. So he decided he's gonna get in there, add a little extra tonight. But he's not gonna get no stars from the Straight Up Wrestling show for this. We're gonna doggone we're gonna 0.5 off his match because of this craziness that he did. And I guarantee you Michael King had something to do with it.
Well, whoever had something to do with it, it was a good match up until that, man. But ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to go into our main event. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. And with the main event, we have the Vigilante Jet Morris, his pro wrestling heavyweight champion, against Chris James. And this is for his pro wrestling heavyweight title. Danny, Man, this ought to be a good one. This one should be a curtain sellout.
A knockdown drag out.
Yes. I mean, you got with these two, you have technical, you have high flying, and we're going Jet going in for a cover, only a 2, and Chris James rolls out because he's like, no, not that quick. Man, so then, like I said, you're gonna have high flying, you're gonna have technical, you're gonna have fisticuffs. You basically got everything you need right here in this main event.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see it straight up. I don't think it'll stay that way.
Oh no, it's not gonna stay that way, man. Because at some point, the fists and the feet are gonna start flying, and the rubber's gonna meet the road at some point.
Get involved too.
Now, that's just that's to be seen. We don't know for sure. Nice takedown by Jet Morrison, a nice float over, and slapping over Chris James, getting him a little frustrated.
Yes, he is. I tell you, man, I enjoy watching both of these guys, Chris. We're going to be a little biased. We're going to be not biased. I mean, we are going to call it straight down the middle. No bias about this, but
Unbiased there.
I like them both. Let's just say that.
Jet played head games with mind games.
Yes.
Jet playing mind games with Christopher James.
Yes, he was, Luke. He definitely was. And right now, Chris James has got the upper hand and has Jet in a wrist lock. It looks like, and Jet reverses it. Like I said, this is for his pro wrestling heavyweight title. So I expect, at some point, the rubber's gonna meet the road and the sparks are gonna start flying.
I'm going to tell you something, and I hope he's listening here. Missy and her husband is Thunder, Chris Anderson. This young boy here has got a lot of knowledge. One day, I might be dead, but you make a good commentator, son.
And I agree with you 100%, Danny. I agree with you 10,000. I agree with you 10,000%, Danny.
Did you hear me?
No, I don't think he did. But Luke, Danny Perry just said, you have a lot of knowledge about the business and what's going on in that ring. And he said he may be dead and gone, but one day you're going to make one heck of a commentator, kid.
Thank you.
You're a smart young man.
All right.
Fakes it out.
And
Drops down.
man drops down. Oh, nice drop kick by Jet Morris. And Chris James rolls out to get a breather and kind of slow this thing down.
Hey, I tell you what, that drop kick right there was reminiscent of a little bit of that was some jumping Jim Brunzell type drop kick there, Chris.
Oh, man, nice kick there on the side of the face. Now Jet definitely needs to watch out, man. He's out here in no man's land, and he's definitely outnumbered out here, so he's definitely needs to watch his back.
Yes, he does, man. And I tell you what, and if he's gonna go out the king, he need to take him out real quick. Take out the people that's gonna be trying to hurt him in this match, man, to try to take his title. I mean, his title is on the line here, and he definitely has to do what he has to do to protect himself, man, protect this title. So right now, man, Jet, nice forearm to the jaw. Another nice forearm to the jaw.
And
I'm going to say this, and it's very, very unbiased. This is no BS, no racism, whatever kind of crap he's trying to say. If you're going to run from a guy and he comes out after you, and you're constantly interfering, you belong in a box at KFC.
Wow. And for y'all that don't know what he's saying he's a yellow-bellied dog. We're going to put it like that for the common folk. Well, there you go.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Man. And right now, you might have a chicken on the outside, but Chris James is definitely looking like a pit bull working over Jet Morris in that ring.
Oh, yeah.
Nice double axe handle there to the back of the neck by Chris James and Jet Morris. Oh, man, he's raking his eyes across the ropes. Man, Danny, Chris James is getting a little mean streak here in him. I've never seen him quite this vicious.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we've seen Chris James before, Harry, but like I said, he's looking a little vicious. Oh, nice suplex.
He's usually a little more technical, Chris, and you know he's usually just using wrestling moves pretty much, but he's taking it a little too far now, Chris. I mean, well, he's taking it a little over the top, the things that he used to do, and I mean he's pretty much putting some exclamation points on some of the things that he's doing in this ring. So man, he's taking it to another level. And I can't blame him. I mean, he's going for the title. And right now, man, he's using the ropes, which Katrina didn't see. Did you see that, Luke?
Yes, I did too. But I think Jet has got it in his head so far that he's messing up. He's messing up his own head.
Yes.
He's trying to figure out what he can do, and Jet's taking advantage of that.
Wow. That was some good words there, Luke, and that was a nice belly to back by Jet Morrison. He goes in for the cover, hooks both legs, but only a 2 count. Man.
One thing about Jet Mars, man, he makes everything that he does, he makes it count. But I think he kind of hurt himself a little bit on that belly to back suplex, Chris. And I mean, right now, man, he's at a worse for wear. He's getting some feet to his neck, man. Yeah.
Nice uppercut there by Chris James. Whips him into the corner. Comes in after him and catches a back elbow.
Yes.
Oh, nice drop kick off the middle rope, and both guys are down. Jet goes in for the cover again, hooks both legs. Only a 2 again.
Got him in trouble. Both of these guys, the advantage goes one way and back and forth, swinging the whole time.
It's like a tennis match or something, man. It's just non-stop, back and forth. And I'm telling you, Danny is gonna take somebody to make a huge mistake. A huge mistake, one way or the other, for somebody to end up winning this match.
Yeah. And you just hope nobody don't interfere.
Yes, because right now this is a good match and we don't need any interference. Right now this is a good match, but like I said, it's going to take a big mistake on somebody's part for somebody to capitalize and end up winning this match. Oh, now wait a minute. Wait. Come on now, wait a minute. Now,
And I knew that dirty clown was going to do something, Chris. I mean, that's a dirty clown, man.
What are you talking about?
you talking about Squeak?
Oh, Squeak. That clown is dirty, man. I mean, I wouldn't take my kids to go see no clown like that. That's a dirty clown.
That's one circus of pain right there.
Yes.
You right, Lucas. You right, Luke. That is a circus of pain. And, man, Chris is really giving the champ a work for and throwing him up against the ropes, man. This is just, man. And James goes in and breaks the count, man, and he's just really worse for wear right now. Chris finally throws Jet back in the ring and goes in for the cover. Only a 1.
Yeah.
Man, look. I mean, Chris James. Oh, whoa, good forearm by Jet. Yes, nice takeover, snap, nice. Yeah, that was.
Oh, roll up. Only a 1 count.
Fast, Chris.
Nice drop kick. Man.
I'm about to say snap, man. I couldn't even get it out. He was going so fast. I'm looking at the action. The action is so heavy, Chris.
Yeah, it is. It is so heavy. Only a 2 count.
Well, let's get this youngster over here, man, and let Luke talk a little bit because Luke a little bit faster than me. And, you know, he's a little bit faster than us. You know, just like, Luke, we need somebody that can keep up with the action, Luke.
Jet going to the top rope to see what's going to happen here, folks. What? Chris James counters with a kick to the rib cage. You see Jet holding that knee from former passes. Oh, Chris goes for the pin. 1, 2, kicks out. You see Chris James very frustrated. Oh, he locks in that submission hold.
Man, Jet Mars, he's on the ropes, though. He's on the ropes, and even though he's still in that submission hold, it looked like Chris James, he's leaning back. He's got the neck area. No, he doesn't. He has the arm. He has the arm bar with it. Got him locked, man.
Jet escapes. You see Squeaks and Michael King very confused of how Jet got out of that. Chris picks him up for a side knee slam.
Oh, man.
You know.
Nice
Jet's
knee
back
breaker.
hurting.
Yeah, back breaker right there on his knee.
1,
So
2, kick out. He locks in that neck submission again. He's just cranking back on it.
And we got a Gordon Sully over here in the making it sound.
yes, we do.
Either him or Bob Powell.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to Luke Childers, future star in this business.
You see Jet almost. He's got the 2 arms down. Oh, and he catches it. He's saying no. I'm not gonna go down like this. This is my title. He's fighting back up. He's fighting Chris James. Elbow, shoots him off to the ropes. He reverses it.
Oh!
Big forearm to the jaw.
Yeah, it looked like he got him in the chest right there, Luca. I mean, Luke. He got him in the chest really good with that flying forearm. Man, I really like that. I really like that move. But I tell you what, Luke, I want you to continue on, man. Continue on giving us this great commentary. I mean, no one does it better.
You see them both down for the 4 count. Oh, Jet with a kip up quickly.
Luke, I wish you the best of luck. But you are the reason why they bringing back S&H green stamps. I will be going Monday to get my book.
Well, you a little young for that one, Luke. You don't know about that,
You don't know
but
about them S&S green stamps, Luke. I mean, that stuff goes back.
For the unemployed.
yeah, exactly. Jet goes in for the cover, only a 2 count. But man, Luke, man, you are giving some excellent commentary, man. You have this thing down packed. It's definitely in your blood.
Yes, he does, man. He definitely has it down pat.
Now wait, now come on, now wait a minute. Now what?
What are you doing, Michael King?
Now what is Michael King doing up there? He has no bit.
Watch out.
Oh, come on, no. Oh man, come on. A thumb bomb. Are you kidding me? Not like this. Oh my gosh, and we got a new champion. I can't believe it.
That was pitiful. That was pitiful.
We got a new champ by a low blow.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. Danny, what did we just see, Danny?
Robbery.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. We got a new heavyweight champion by highway. You know what?
Highway robbery, man.
You know what? I'm gonna say it. It ain't highway robbery. I'm gonna say it. Jet Mars got Pearl Harbor. This was a Pearl Harbor job, Danny. I'm gonna call it what it is. It's a Pearl Harbor job.
Yeah, it definitely was a Pearl Harbor attack. I will say that. I mean, this
I can't believe it. I can't believe it, man. I cannot believe. Man, Danny, he was Shanghai.
Hey, Harry, you cannot mention the words Shanghai and Pearl Harbor with him around because that makes you a racist.
Man, what would you call it? What, a railroad job?
Let's just say the Red Dragon got involved.
No, wait a minute, hold on, here comes Brian Bullitt. Wait a minute, Brian Bullitt comes out here. Now, what business he have out here?
Yes, I have no idea, but we're gonna hear. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is something interesting to say. Yeah. Tomorrow night. So I guess Brian Bullitt is saying tomorrow night he's going to take care of business with Chris James because Chris James is not going to have the rest of those members of King Enterprises with him.
Wow, this ought to be good, man.
I think the only one for King Enterprises that be at APW will be Chris James. Reno might be there, I'm not sure. Well, Squeaks will be there. So Hey, so the tables might turn. If Jet's there, I think Jet will be there tomorrow, and Brian Bullitt. So things are kind of evening up.
We're going to see what's going to happen, man, because, like I said, it's going to be interesting. But right now, like I said, we have a new his pro wrestling heavyweight champion, Chris James. And I cannot believe it, but I just can't believe it, but King Enterprises is the king of the roost.
It's a sad day for pro wrestling.
Wow. I don't know what to say, but we got a new champion.
I'm gonna shut his mouth.
I'm just joking around, baby. Oh, actually, Allie.
Oh, that was Brino.
Oh, actually, Allie.
Make sure you're in the car.
If you're a wrestler, I want to beat you up. I don't care who you are. Except for Chris.
Let's get out of here. Good night, everybody.
Except for Chris. That's my man. Chris did not cheat tonight. Chris was wrestling for a seat.